Gonna be doing a review on my 2006 Chevrolet Silverado LBZ Duramax. This one's a 1-ton dually. First off, these are probably one of the best trucks you can get for working. But since they are older, you do start to see a lot of this paint chipping that's pretty common on these. I mean, what are we, 15, 16 years old? And, or 18 years old actually now. But this truck's been really good. It's got 130 or 140,000 on it. And it's got this real nice flatbed that I really like. So we've got lots of room for activities. I did put airbags on the back. I mean, this thing's always pulling this dump trailer around, especially for our landscaping business. So this thing is a workhorse. I've got the Badland 12K winch. I've had to use that plethora of times. Here's the Powerhouse. So I'm just gonna run through a couple things that I did and I think are most vital. First would be your resonator plug on your intake. It's just a catch can, so it's a EPA thing. I ran gauges, so I have my boost gauge here. I did do a MBRP true 3-inch downpipe. Highly recommend that. Also did a, probably can't see it, but I did a BD diesel exhaust manifold, so it's high flow. You just need it on the driver's side. They necked it down from factory to make room for the steering column, so I definitely recommend doing that. I did do a PCV delete, so that's what these lines are for. And then I did a transmission cooler lines, so that's the cooler line. It's from DRP. It's a 5/8 hydraulic line running the whole way. Highly recommend that because your stock ones will blow, and I say will. Caterpillar fuel filter, that's by Sinister Diesel. You can get this adapter. You can run a Cat 1R 0750 filter. Filters down to 2 microns. I do have an EGR blocker plate. Slides in right there. You do get an engine code, but I just reset it every time it pops up. Or you can get them, or actually no, I got the finger stick now, so I just have to put that in. I forgot to put that in, so you get a finger stick that you plug in or wire into the harness to tell it that it's actually okay, so it doesn't get confused. Let's see, I think that was about it underneath the hood. Other than that, this old girl's just stock as stock can be. That's the way I think they should be. I think once you start running tunes, you start running into more problems. The airbags in the back are nice though. I got the tires. These are Michelin LTXs. Where's the Michelin LTX AT2s? But these have a real nice tread pattern. Super quiet on the highway, super long life, but you know, also does a pretty good job off-road. I mean, I'm not off-roading by any means, but you know, they're just all terrains. I also run these. I've had a couple, well, my last dually truck, I've had the wheels fall off going down the highway, and you put these on, so just as a visual, you'll see them on big rigs a lot, but just when you go to get in, if they're all pointing like they should, then you know none of them are loose. Instead of checking them, and also if they do start to back out, those little tips will hit the next one or hit the hub. Like on this one, it'll just hit the next one and then it'll stop, and then you can see that you need to do something. I do want to put my bumper, I've got another grill guard that I'll weld on right there. But I found this thing at the dump in the metal pile, so I just grabbed it and fabbed it up to fit. Sticks out a little farther than I like, but once I get that grill guard welded on right here, that'll kind of make it give that right chin look. So this thing's been sitting for like 2 months. I haven't driven it at all, and the battery's dead because I have a backup camera by Car Suite. It's kind of a super Chinesey brand, but if it just plugs into the cigarette lighter, and sometimes it tweaks out and it'll just draw just a little bit of power and it'll kill it over time. So this is my Harbor Freight jump pack. Let's see how it does. Oh yeah. With the glow plugs. Oh, not enough. Alright, got the battery charger on. So on this truck, I've got a 4-inch exhaust with the MBRP muffler or resonator, you could call it. I've ran them straight pipe before, and you just get that drone like 55, 60 miles an hour. When it shifts into 6, that's just drones real bad. So this is just that resonator muffler. I feel like you still get the same amount of, you know, loudness, you could call, and throatiness as a straight pipe. It almost just literally gets rid of the drone, which is preferable. This little girl's got 156 on her. I couldn't quite remember since it's been a while since I've drove it. I bought it with about 127. That was 2 years ago, so I put about 30,000 on in 2 years. Here's my gauges that I run. I think I just got this off Amazon, and these are auto meters. Yes, I went pyrometer, so that's where you can plug into that BD exhaust manifold on the driver's side that comes with the port. Boost, I just drilled into the cold side intercooler pipe, you could call it, where it's that cast material, so it's thick enough to, you have to drill it and tap it out to accept the threads. And then your oil temp sensor, it fits in right above the oil filter. There's just a plug that you can unplug, and then it'll thread right in. So on the LBZ Duramax, they don't have an exhaust brake from factory, or they don't have the switch from factory. Like on the newer trucks, you can push the button and have your exhaust brake. So these trucks did have them on the computer from factory, but they didn't put a switch in, literally just a switch. So I did make a video about that. You can go check that out on my channel. It's called Activating Exhaust Brake on LBZ Duramax. So a lot of guys think you have to do EFI Live, you have to do tunes to activate it, which, you know, a lot of people don't like to do because they like just to keep their truck stock. So it's super simple. You just unplug the ECM, put an ECM pin in, I think it's like number 53 or something. I explained that all in the video. You put that in with a wire soldered to it, run that wire directly to a switch, and then directly to ground. So it's just a grounding switch is all. And now you can flick that on and off. You got exhaust brake, and it's through your turbo. So since it's a variable vane turbo, that's what does your exhaust brake. So on this truck, I'll show you here my boost gauge. I'll get on it and then I'll let off, and you can actually see the brake boost, you could call it, as it holds you back. So I just ran the switch right here. I got that one and that one. This one's a transmission cooler fan. I put a 12-inch fan right in front of that cooler since I have that winch kind of right in front of it. And then the other one's for the boost. Well, not for the boost, for the exhaust brake. So let me get on it here. So this is all accelerating. I've only seen about 22, 23 out of it. Okay, so now I'm gonna let off. So this is 0 throttle, 0 braking. And I'm slowing down. So yeah, that's no foot on the pedal or the brake. And it'll pull you down. It'll go down it is 20 miles an hour, so it'll keep shutting you down, and then once it hits 20 it kicks off. So that's just what they had set. I wish it did keep going until like 5 or 10 miles an hour, and I suppose that's where a tune would be, where you could set that at. But I put that on 2.5 years ago, that exhaust brake. I've never switched it off. I just keep it on all the time. Most of the times I'm pulling a trailer, but even when the times I'm not, I mean, when you let off, it's like you're slowing down to a stoplight or whatever anyways, so it's like you don't even have to use the brakes. When you don't have a trailer on, like, you slow down fast. And even when you do have a trailer, even when I'm pulling my skid steer around, it shuts you down just like an exhaust brake. So highly recommend doing that also. So yeah, there we have it. Quick little review on the old LBZ Duramax. I think they're one of the best trucks out there. I mean, you're pre-emission, so you don't have to deal with all that exhaust death and all that crap. So yeah.